The concept of constructing a bridge between Morocco and Spain. Overview. Geographically speaking, the Strait of Gibraltar is a small body of water that divides Spain and Morocco and serves as a natural border between Europe and Africa. This strait is one of the closest geographical links between two distinct continents, spanning only 13 to 15 kilometers at its narrowest point. The notion of building a bridge or tunnel across the strait has generated interest and discussions over the years. If successful, this ambitious initiative might have a significant impact on the two regions' trade, economy, tourism, and diplomacy. The proposed bridge, its possible advantages, difficulties, and the wider ramifications of such an infrastructure project are all examined in this article. The Strait of Gibraltar's strategic and geographic significance. One of the world's most important sea lanes has long been acknowledged to be the Strait of Gibraltar. It links the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea and is located between the northern coast of Morocco and the southern tip of Spain. Because of its advantageous location, thousands of ships travel through it every year, making it a major hub for international shipping. The strait has cultural and historical value in addition to its maritime significance. It has served as a conduit for European and African commercial and cultural contacts for centuries. By making it simpler to travel between the two continents, a physical link like a bridge or tunnel might strengthen these historical relationships. Suggestions for bridge construction. For many years, there has been discussion about constructing a bridge across the Strait of Gibraltar. From conventional suspension bridges to creative floating constructions, a variety of designs and engineering ideas have been put forth. An underwater tunnel is even taken into consideration as a potential substitute in some projects. Suspension bridge proposal. To connect southern Spain and northern Morocco, a suspension bridge would cross the strait. This design would be supported by enormous towers that are anchored in the ocean. Although technically possible, the strait's vast seas and powerful winds present considerable engineering difficulties. An additional concept is the floating bridge, which would span the two continents and float on the water's surface. Even while it would be less costly than a conventional suspension bridge, this option would need cutting-edge technology to survive the powerful waves and currents in the area. Underwater tunnel proposal. An underwater tunnel would offer a more reliable and weather-resistant option, as demonstrated by the Eurotunnel, which connects England and France. However, this approach is similarly difficult due to the seabed's complex geology and the high cost of building. Possible advantages of a tunnel or bridge. Economic development via increased trade. The potential increase in trade is one of the biggest benefits of constructing a bridge or tunnel. The movement of products between Europe and Africa would be quicker, more economical, and more efficient with a direct land connection. By encouraging imports and exports, this development may boost the economies of both continents. More foreign investment and economic growth could result from improved access to European markets, especially for African nations. Likewise, European countries might use the bridge to access Africa's expanding natural resources and customer base. Opportunities for tourism. A bridge or tunnel could develop into a famous monument that attracts visitors from all over the world. Furthermore, the ease of travel between Europe and Africa may inspire more individuals to discover the two continents' varied histories, cultures, and landscapes. For instance, it would be easier for European tourists to travel to Morocco and other North African countries. There were less logistical obstacles for African tourists visiting Spain and other European nations. Better diplomatic relations. Stronger diplomatic ties are frequently fostered by physical interconnection. Cooperation between European and African countries on political, cultural, and economic levels could be improved via a bridge or tunnel that spans the Strait of Gibraltar. It might also act as a bridge between two continents that have historically been split by the Mediterranean, signifying solidarity and advancement for both. Integration and cultural exchange. More cultural interchange could result from direct communication between Spain and Morocco, enabling people on the two continents to better comprehend and value one another's customs, languages, and ways of life. A more welcoming and peaceful world community may result from this interaction. Difficulties and barriers. Although the concept of a bridge or tunnel is alluring, there are a number of obstacles that need to be overcome before the project can become a reality. Technical and engineering challenges. There are a number of inherent barriers to construction in the Strait of Gibraltar, including deep waters. The strait is one of the hardest places to construct a bridge or tunnel because of its depth, which may reach up to 900 meters in some places. High currents. Both building and maintenance may be severely hampered by the area's high tidal currents and winds. Seismic activity. The region is prone to earthquakes, which makes the engineering procedure much more difficult. High expenses. Such large-scale infrastructure initiatives demand a significant financial commitment. It is estimated that it would cost billions of dollars to build a bridge or tunnel across the Strait of Gibraltar. It might be challenging to obtain the required funds, particularly in light of the economic differences between Europe and Africa. Environmental issues. There could be major environmental effects from building a bridge or tunnel, such as marine ecosystem disruption. There is a variety of marine species in the strait, and extensive building may alter their habitats. Carbon emissions. Significant carbon emissions would be produced during the building process itself, which would exacerbate climate change. Long-term impacts. Higher pollution levels could impact both the terrestrial and marine environments as a result of increased travel between the continents. Legal and political obstacles. Spain, Morocco, and possibly other European and African countries would need to work closely together on the initiative. It could take a lot of time and effort to negotiate the logistical, legal, and political accords required for such a project. Social effects. Although the bridge or tunnel might have positive cultural and economic effects, it might also result in social problems like increased migration. Higher migration rates could put a burden on infrastructure and resources in the countries of destination. Cultural tensions. Misunderstandings and disputes may arise from the quick merger of two culturally different areas. Examples of cases. Comparable initiatives worldwide. The England-France Eurotunnel. The Channel Tunnel, also referred to as the Eurotunnel, is an underwater railroad that links France and England. It was finished in 1994 and is a monument to contemporary engineering and global collaboration. The Gibraltar project may learn from the numerous difficulties encountered during development, such as cost overruns and environmental issues. Scandinavia. Denmark Øresund Bridge. Denmark and Sweden are connected by the Øresund Bridge, a road and rail bridge. It has greatly increased travel and trade between the two nations, underscoring the possible advantages of such infrastructure initiatives. In conclusion, a bold and ambitious proposal that could revolutionize the relationship between Europe and Africa is building a bridge or tunnel across the Strait of Gibraltar. It might benefit both continents economically and socially by promoting trade, tourism, and cross-cultural interactions. However, it is impossible to overlook the technological, financial, environmental, and political difficulties that come with such a project. It would take previously unheard of levels of international collaboration, creative engineering solutions, and a sustained dedication to sustainability and inclusivity for this goal to come true. If the project is carried out effectively, it may represent progress and unity, connecting not just two continents but also the dreams of millions of people.